hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of you all around the world. My name is Jeremy and I'll be your host for today. So first of all, I'd like to welcome you to our One Global Elite webinar. All right. So I would also like you to thank the person who have invited you for this particular webinar, because the person who have invited you has truly cared for you to see this opportunity that is really taking the world by storm. Okay, why I say that this is really a very good opportunity. The reason is because now in this pandemic, if you're reading the news, every day the news is always talking about the pandemic and how we're trying to cope with it, to cope with living. You know, a lot of people out there are really suffering. Businesses, small businesses especially, are suffering. Big businesses are also suffering, but they have the ability to hold, right? At the same time, there are a lot of people out there who are suffering from health problems, from stress. If I've seen the recent news recently, there's so many issues out there that people are going bonkers, right? So this, on top of that, a lot of people that I've heard are also, they are having problems looking for a job. People who are also having unemployment, people having pay cuts, people who are not able to go to work. You know, this month they could have a job, next month they couldn't. Job instability is there. You know, there's so many factors that are affecting everybody, and a lot of people out there are really struggling very hard. And so today, this particular webinar is really about addressing all these issues and how One Global Elite is able to help you. And I have this very amazing speaker. Her name is someone I would like to really call out and shout out. Her name is Joanne, and she is someone who I really respect, because she has been a homemaker for 18 years. I repeat, 18 years, all right? And she is someone who has come out from her shell to become where she is today, a public speaker, an international certified nutritionist, and an author, as well as an Asian chef, okay, in a mere 5 years. So this person needs really no introduction. Her name is, as I mentioned, Joanne. So let's welcome Joanne. Hi, Joanne.
Hi, thank you so much, Jeremy. You know, as you were going through what I am and all that, and I always say I was just a mom 5 years ago, and it's, I can't imagine all the things that you said happened within 5 years. Wow, thank you so much, Jeremy. Yes, thank you so very much.
You walked away with today's presentation, our energy bunny.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to friends from around the world. So are you prepared for today's opportunity? Now, if you're here listening to us for the very first time, I encourage you, before I pull out my slides I've prepared specially for each of you today, to take a paper and a pen, to take down notes. What stirred your heart? What intrigued you? And what questions, what burning questions that you might have that you want to ask the person who invited you? Number one, for those of you who have listened to this several times but have not taken the opportunity, wow, today I want you to listen intensely to what I have to share. And those of you who are in the business but not yet totally zealous about it, now this is an opportunity definitely wait for you. Okay. So, but before I begin, you know, I wanted to tell you a bit more about my background. As what Jeremy has mentioned, before I was a stay-home mom of 18 years, I had a illustrious career in advertising. So I was with the only media station in Singapore. Back then, it was called TCS. You probably can guess my age, you know, with this name, TCS, right? Television Corporation of Singapore. And then I left to join a local ad agency, and I grew the business from 20 staff strength to 60 staff strength. It was a beautiful career, but I gave it all up and sacrificed it for my family. And I'm sure many of you out there, you know, have probably, you know, have people around you, or you yourself have done that, given up your dreams for the sake of family, or we've resigned to our fate. You know, we cannot accomplish because life got in the way. And for many of us, pandemic got in the way, right? So friends from around the world, if you're listening to this presentation for the very first time, I urge you to open your hearts and listen to what I'm going to share with you today. So the person who shared this opportunity with you not just cared for you, but saw the huge potential in you when you yourself haven't seen that in you. And I'm forever grateful to a very dear friend of mine who introduced me to this amazing opportunity that truly changed my life forever. And the beautiful part is this. It started off with changing my life and then my family's life and so many people globally, the lives I've managed to touch. But before I talk about this opportunity, let me share with you a little bit of this entire global socio-economic shift that's happening around us, whether you see it, whether you don't, whether you accept it, whether you don't, it is happening. Now, this whole entire social economic shift is prevalent in every aspect of our lives. Can you all see it? Artificial intelligence has taken over every single thing. It used to be, for IT sector, Silicon Valleys, right? Or large enterprises. Now, even small or medium enterprises have to look into artificial intelligence because when there's another lockdown or another restriction, businesses cannot happen. They cannot afford for this to happen because it affects livelihood of so many people. Just today, I was in a local supermarket, NTUC, and I went there to, I was carrying a load, right? And I wanted to look for a counter which had a cashier. I mean, old school people like me were comfortable with a cashier. But guess what? This particular outlet had zero, and I mean zero human touch. There was totally no cashier. Okay, there was only one manager, toggling around all the different self-service payment. And I'm like, wow, did I expect that this would ever happen in this life that I'm living? Something that I would never imagine. So AI will take over many people's jobs, right? Social media, as the word says, social media. We used to do it to connect with friends and share, the food that we take, the holidays, or how our feelings are. It used to be a way to connect socially, right? How many of us, truly imagine in a span of, flick of a snap of a finger, right? That the whole social media platform has changed to not just purchasing of small items, but grocery, seafood, fresh produce. I would never imagine myself logging in for an hour, looking at fish and how fresh and the size of the prawns, etc., right? So the whole entire scene, if I may say, has changed. Not just in technology-wise. I mean, all of us now, when this pandemic happened, all of us were thrown off, right? How do we conduct meetings? Businesses that need to have that human touch, how do we do it? Everything was via Zoom. And yesterday, I downloaded a new app called Woof, and there's so many other platforms that's coming up to help link people through technology, right? Not just that, not just the business aspect, but think about how culturally we're celebrating our lifestyle. Father's Day is coming, festivities, birthdays, and it's all through Zoom. And people have become very creative in how we greet people, etc. Our entire lifestyle has changed, and people have become accustomed to it. And I just posted on social media that I took back then. I mean, like 1 month ago, I took for granted that life will go back to norm. But let's think about it. What is norm? And the previous norm brought us to where we are today. So essentially, the entire world has changed. Our world literally has shrank to the size of a tablet, a computer, or even a smartphone. That's how big the globe is. And that's crazy amazing, right? So if you can see from what I'm trying to say, there's a whole global convergence. And now, if I'm telling you, now it's time to build a business from home because of this pandemic, right? First and foremost, the entire economic uncertainty. And just when we think we're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel, UK seeing a third wave, different strains and all that, right? And so for the job insecurity, and I talked about how AI will take over many, I won't say all, many jobs. So the job insecurity is becoming more and more prevalent in many people's and many industries. Many industries that were burgeoning has become a sunset because of this pandemic, right? Travel is one of them, right? And we're not just talking about airlines, anything related to hospitality, travels with the restrictions, I have no words to say, how moving forward, how this travel industry will, the shape of it to come. And this particular industry is something very close to my heart because some 30 years ago, I was in this industry. I was from Singapore Airlines. So to see Singapore Airlines suffering like this, it pains me tremendously. But what about people who are currently in this industry, right? And of course, this pandemic has highlighted the health concern, the death tolls, the mortality, the complications arising from poor health, right? It used to be people wanted to look for a plan B or find a home-based business because they wanted time flexibility. Now, with this economic uncertainty, jobs cutting from 5 days a week to 3 days a week, from default mode being home-based, guess what? People have that time flexibility to currently now build your business from home, right? And now it's no longer about Singapore itself or Malaysia or Australia or UK, but the world needs to unite to create a better world for ourselves, for our children, and for generations to come. And although, I'm showing you exactly what the world is facing, there is a global convergence. There still are plentiful of possibilities and definitely bountiful of opportunities. The question, therefore, lies not in whether they are, but are you? Are you prepared? Are you aware? With the latest statistics that I just pulled out before, when the video was playing, that from May 13, 2021, the e-commerce business is the totaling of 4.89 trillion. It's a huge amount. So my question is home business real? Yes, absolutely. Are you prepared? Or are you part of it? And therefore, I'm going to bring to you an amazing opportunity in the blue ocean market. Now, what if I tell you today there's an opportunity in a blue ocean market? Now, what does that mean? It means it doesn't mean it must be a new industry. Industries are there, but it's an innovative company in the industry. It sets it apart. And there is a new, because of various reasons, we've repackaged it or using new technologies. It's a blue ocean because you know what? We have unique advanced technology. Okay, the first, in the world. Okay, and then because the blue market opportunity, you have first movers advantage. Now, all of us who are looking for opportunities, you don't want to look for an opportunity or an industry or a company. Now, if you've now streamlined to the industry that you want, then that particular company must have a blue ocean strategy, not just a blue ocean market. Like even for Apple, how did Apple, in this whole industry of handphones and all that, how did they have a blue ocean strategies? They came up with iTunes, and that blew all the young, tech savvy people who love music, and that is a trend. So in an old industry, you can have a blue market strategy. So that's where we are. This opportunity that I'm telling you has a blue market strategy because it's launching advanced, unique technologies. People who jump on this, and it's a 2-month-old, slightly past 2-month-old company. So therefore, everybody has first movers advantage. Isn't that amazing? Okay. And, it's in a burgeoning industry. Healthcare. I mentioned before, the things the world is facing, healthcare is pivotal because people now recognize health isn't an option, right? So it's in a burgeoning industry, right? And therefore, because of this blue ocean strategy, we've raised the bars, we've raised barriers for competition, which means it's excellent for us. Okay. Now, any industry, if you're zooming in right now, and if you're looking for the company right now, it mustn't be a red ocean. Now, red ocean is what? You know what? Those of you have watched Jaws in my era, Jaws, right? The whole ocean is red, which means stiff competition, price cutting, matured market. Basically, we look at a business point of view. It's gone to a maturity stage where therefore people know it's a consumer market and it's price cutting, it's fierce competition. It's difficult because there's price sensitivity, right? There's not much of a price elasticity. You don't want that. So imagine an opportunity when you're ready with all these benefits. And plus, it's a global presence. Now, why do I stress this? It used to be when I majored in marketing, and I remember when I was doing my my thesis for marketing, I had to like go to a location with a clicker and count in, you know, the traffic, because you want to make sure you want to monopolize that area. It's obsolete. I want to tell you it's totally obsolete, because today you need to have global presence. That's what Jack Ma says, right? This wise Jack Ma says, we need to have a business, of course, in the blue ocean market, or strategy, global pay, global solution, global pay, global deliver, global travel, but we can travel now, you know, and it must be have a global presence. Otherwise, you know, you would be struggling in the next 5 years. And because pandemic totally fast forwarded everything, so I'm telling you exactly why the time to have an online business is now. And can it truly have, you know, that income that you want that can actually be your plan A? I'm here to tell you, absolutely resounding YES. And this opportunity is in the name of Uzesta. I'm going to stress the word Uzesta because it's meant for each one of you or me. It's time to stop being resigned to our fate. It's time to fire that passion the company knows is for each one of us, especially during this pandemic, to build an online business, to refire that passion, to ignite the dreams you once had as a school child, as a school boy or a school girl, and to create that peak that you want. And the company's mission is that simple. It's just happy health. And for those of you who think, wow, what a simple mission statement. Think again. How many of us go to sleep with that happiness or being sure of that health, or asking ourselves, how can we do better? You know, what the financial, soothe all the anxiety, and knowing from the place you have done the best to maximize your health. So Uzesta is here to journey that voyage, that journey with you for each of us to achieve our happy health. I love it. It's so simple, but it resonates, I'm certain, with everybody here tonight. So, as I mentioned, we're in a leading healthcare. We are, I would say, the leading healthcare because why? Uzesta is a company that's so full of pride and integrity. A past 2-month-old company that is slated to be a global leader in the healthcare space. The founder Uzesta may be a new kid on the block, but the founder, Dan Chu, isn't. He has a wealth of experience under his belt. Okay, he has taken various other companies to great heights. Okay, so he's a young, dynamic, not that young, 50 plus, a young, driven, dynamic individual who knows how to take companies to soar to great heights. So he knows how to take companies to where they need to go in the fastest possible time. And he knows exactly how to get there. And therefore, these amazing strategies, or rather principles that the company goes by, is something that I'm truly proud to share with all of you. Why are we unique? Like I said, blue ocean strategy, because of this particular thing. 3 main principles that all our products abide by. First, we have simply amazingly unique ingredients for each of our products. I'm an internationally certified nutritionist, and it is truly, you know, my belief and an advocate for me that if I want to build my health and take my immunity to the next level, I need to take it with peace of mind. That if I'm giving the products to my children or my mom who's elderly, I want to have a peace of mind. So unique products, top quality and natural, non-synthetic, GMO-free, pesticide-free, something all of us will be, have a peace of mind to take. And the last but not least, and one of the most important, making us have the blue ocean strategy, a super high proprietary delivery system. Because of all of us who want good health, who take supplements, the most important thing is your body must be able to absorb. And we're using the latest cutting edge technology called the liposomal delivery system. In a while, I will explain a little bit further. But more importantly is this. Some companies may give you first criteria, second criteria, without the third. It doesn't make sense because every single thing that needs any nutrients run through absorb the nutrients has to be brought down to the small intestines for absorption to take place. Bearing in mind, our stomach doesn't absorb most of the nutrients, it breaks down food. Absorption of nutrients happens in your small intestines. So therefore, if we're still in the era of taking passé generations technology, which is the tablet, the capsule, the biogel, even the aerosol liposomal or the powdered kind of liposomal, guess what? It's iPhone 3, outdated. Today, I'm so proud to present what I'm going to share with you is called the liposomal delivery. Essentially, if you see the sphere at the corner of the right, the sphere is essentially all your active ingredients. It could be vitamin C, could be glutathione, or whatever that may be. It's encapsulated by 2 layers of lipo. Lipo is fat to protect these active ingredients so that they deliver it right down to your small intestines. So therefore, Uzesta is so proud to present to the world a new health era of health food. Wow! It's called the liposomal liquid capsule. Therefore, it has number 1, sustained release only in the small intestines, precise, like a German guided missile, if I may say, like sniper precision, so that you have the strongest, most effective bioavailability. Bio essentially means body, so available to your body, but more importantly, right down to the cellular level. If we're anything, if we want to be healthy, the most important thing is our cells need to be healthy because our cells need to regenerate. So all of our products are in the area. Get this, right? When I say about blue ocean strategy, we're not in the area of supplementations, we're in the area of nutraceutical products. It's not pharmaceutical, but it's drugs, it's nutrition, but pharmaceutical grade to help cellular health. I don't know if you're blown away. This is like super sexy to a nutritionist, okay? So I'm going to play a very quick video for all of you to understand a little bit further what liposomal technology is, so therefore that you can see why the company is ahead of its time and why it is in the blue ocean market.
When you swallow a capsule, it goes into your stomach and then your intestines. The acids in your stomach will cause the capsule to rapidly disintegrate and release its contents, which is typically not a great setup for ideal absorption. However, with liposomal technology, the active ingredients are formed into structures called liposomes, which consist of bilayers of molecules that help protect and transport the active ingredients so that they are more efficiently and ideally absorbed. Once those liposomes are absorbed from your GI tract into your bloodstream, they're able to penetrate more rapidly into the target tissues of your body where they're needed. These liposomes, which are formed in your body, disintegrate your stomach and intestine and result in improved bioavailability of the active ingredients.
Isn't that amazing? So that's what liposomal delivery system means. So now that you know what liposomal is, I just want to excite you further, okay? Apart from using the latest German technology, right? It is also the products, the liposomal delivery products are manufactured in a PICS GMP facility. Okay, For those of you who don't know what all that acronym means, it's okay. Let me explain to you. PICS essentially means the Pharmaceutical Grade Inspection Cooperation Scheme. Now, most supplements are manufactured in a PIC, in a GMP facility or a CGMP, which is a current goods manufacturing practices. But the highest grade, which is where drugs are manufactured, is in a pharmaceutical grade. Why? Because every single processes need to be meticulously governed, right? And checked for its safety, its effectiveness, etc., right? And our products, remember I mentioned that despite it's all the most natural ingredients, it is manufactured with the highest integrity. So from the very early stage of product development, right, every single ingredient is meticulously recorded for its efficacy and its clinical studies. Wow, right? Number two, it is the entire manufacturing processes for its safety and in compliance and its code of ethics. Number three, this is the part I really must dwell in a little bit more, is the packaging. Now, how many of us who goes to shops or buy from any other merchants, when we buy our products, whether it's vitamin C or omega or whatever that may be, it comes in a little bottle. Okay. Now, when you open the bottle, guess what? The bottle generally is a supply for 30 days. Am I right? Now, if you open the first time, you take it, no problem. But after opening 20 days, do you think that the 20th capsule or tablet or a tablet will yield you the same quality, integrity as the very first capsule? Think again. Oxidation happens. Like how you cut any fruit, oxidation happens. That's why if we open it long enough or we don't take it regularly, it changes color. So therefore, it's compromised. Our products are super, super efficient. Only in drugs where your products will be in such a situation, right? Our products, have beautiful packaging, number one. Okay, let me see. Beautiful packaging. And then an extra layer of the sealed up package so that it's protection against ultraviolet rays and oxidative stress. And then finally this way, it looks like how medicine should look like. But that should not put anybody off, because this is how integrity of a product should look like. Even the ink of, they're particular with the toxicity of the ink, right? So this is how the integrity is, right? And lastly, it's logistics, how it's being shipped out to each one of us. So therefore, what does it mean to each one of us? It's products with a heart, because every single processes is meticulously scrutinized. So giving each one of us the assured quality, safety, and most importantly, guaranteed effectiveness. Wow. Okay, so this is like amazing. Okay, so now before I dwell on the very first product, I will play for you a very quick video for you to have a brief understanding. This is a beautiful video, by the way, so have a look at it. Do enjoy this video.
Technology. Future. Aging. Can't go on. Thousands of years, we've been looking for the key to youth maintenance. Scientists have discovered the NAD+ level determines oxidative stress, chronic inflammation, DNA damage for people in their 30s and 40s. The NAD+ level in the body drops rapidly, which accelerates the aging process. N+ Liposomal Liquid Capsule, NMN Advanced Combination, and Uzesta UAT, a new era of health food. Comprehensive formula of NMN Advanced Combination makes good time last. 1. Nourish, Japan NMN. Immediate supply of NMN direct precursor of NAD+. NMN can enter the cell through a special transport protein to directly synthesize NAD+. It is one of the most direct and effective ways to promote the NAD+ level. The NMN in N+ liposomal liquid capsule is an extract from natural broccoli. It is a proprietary ingredient licensed by Japan Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare. This natural extract also contains sulforaphane, which is synergistical in antioxidation. 2. Shield, glutathione, and resveratrol. The two antioxidant stars help resist oxidative stress, reduce DNA damages and inflammation, and help prevent NAD+ from being decomposed and lost. 3. Repair. Soy peptide is a small molecule peptide derived from vegan food. It is directly absorbed, such as collagen and muscle protein. 3-phase advanced aging formula, 360-degree integrated function. 1. Supply NMN. 2. Shield glutathione and resveratrol. 3. Repair soy peptide. PICS GMP. International Pharmaceutical Factory Specifications. Ensures product safety and quality. Comprehensive formula combined with UAT, helping maximize absorption and utilization. German Advanced Liposome Technology and new technology for liquid-filled capsule. Effective delivery technology. Protection of active ingredients. Specific, precise, and effective absorption. NMN, Advanced Combination, and Uzesta UAT. Promote NAD+ level. Key to activating youth. You only live once. Today is the future. Anti-aging technology in a new era. N+ liposomal liquid capsule.
Isn't that beautiful? I totally love it. Okay. So, as I was saying, give me 1 second while I try to pull up my slides now. Okay, so this is the NAD. Now, you saw this amazing, beautiful video that was all done up. So just to recap and summarize, this amazing NMN is the golden child in the anti-aging world, because basically every of our cells requires energy to function, every single of our cells, but it depletes. So basically our battery is called NAD, if you heard about it. Our battery, so to speak, is like your NAD, but it depletes with age. Okay, so scare factor is if you're about 50 years old like me, okay, our battery is about 40 to 50%. How many of us will leave the house with no battery pack at 50%? I don't think anybody, right? So they discovered in 2013 that we can actually top up this battery that helps us to gain optimal health, reverse to unlock, not reverse, unlock or anti-aging mechanism. And this compound is called NMN, and ours is an amazing source from the most natural extraction from the broccoli, which you heard earlier on. Japanese, the Ministry of the Ministry of Health in Japan has totally approved. And of course, glutathione that helps the body to detoxify, giving you the perpetual vitality. And then, of course, something that most people know, resveratrol that turns on your longevity gene, right? Now, resveratrol doesn't really, cannot show its true powers unless it has that fuel. And that fuel is NMN, okay? So finally, we have the soy peptide to nourish our muscles. And therefore, you have the 4 superheroes in the anti-aging world in one super amazing capsule. Wow. If you want to feel like Iron Man or Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, this is what you need to take, okay? First product. Now, the second product is what we call the Revive, okay? This has 3 stellar casts, 3 major casts. First is the Entrodia cinnamomea, indigenous from Taiwan. It's called the ruby of the forest, and it's not called that for no reason. It has got over 200 medicinal and antidotal properties that helps liver protection, even liver being destroyed by alcoholic by alcohol, hepatitis protection, fatty liver, etc., tumor protection, absolutely cancer inhibition properties, helping the body to secrete more NK cells, gastrointestinal issues, gut health, gout health, heart health. It's like a elixir. I can't say elixir of immortality, but I can say this: it's an elixir for wellness. Now, when I say unlock our body's natural aging mechanism, I'm not talking about us living to 120, but I'm saying pushing our health span to live our best you. So this intruder ceremony in Chinese, they call it 牛酱汁, is an amazing 国宝. It's a treasure of Taiwan. Two, when it's coupled the synergy of turmeric curcumin with its high anti-inflammatory properties, they make the best partner. Now, most of us already know that turmeric gives you super high in terms of inflammation. Now, a lot of chronic diseases happen because of a lot of diseases happen because of chronic inflammation. So we do need to reduce our inflammation to the lowest to yield us the best health. And when we have constant inflammation, we're also depleting our NAD faster than you think. And that's why diseases are set on at a much earlier age these days. So clinical studies have shown that the turmeric from the autumn breed is the highest in terms of its anti-inflammatory properties. And ours is sourced from Okinawa, which is amazing, amazing because of its agriculture, its climate. And you partner that with an uncontaminated source of omega-3 from the sachi inchi oil. It has a perfect balance of 3s and 6 and 9s. Plus, it's, you know what? It's environmentally friendly. So this is an amazing product for everyone during this pandemic to boost our immunity and to ward off all diseases, right? Now, the other thing is work from home is default mode. School children are, we're having e-learning, and all of us, have so much blue light, etc. So eyesight protection is number one. I mean, I can tell you go to schools these days, more than half need eyeglasses. So this is an amazing product, like a jelly. Number one, eyesight protection with amazing bilberry extract, super high, 4 times the antioxidant levels from the normal blueberry, a proprietary, super amazing, like the powerhouse of antioxidants, astaxanthin, lutein, and zeaxanthin. And then plus you have 3 strands of probiotics that are double layer encapsulated. So it's not being destroyed by your stomach digestive juices to help us in terms of like eczema, constipation, IBS, etc. And especially like now, despite we're home-based, none of us eat very balanced meal. So this is an excellent product. And plus a proprietary microalgae to not just get the better eyesight, but to improve cognitive functions, concentration, retention, and guess one more thing, to block off all the mental noise for us to concentrate and to be present. Amazing. And because of the bilberry extract, this amazing jelly, agar-agar looking thing, has amazing amounts of superoxide dismutase, SOD, to help reduce inflammation and boost immunity. It's exactly needed. So children can enjoy this delicious, I don't know what to call this, like a snack, but it's a super 4-way benefit of all the things that everybody needs from 3 years old to 103. No preservative, no artificial coloring, no sucrose. So people with diabetic conditions, health challenges, ADHD, no issue whatsoever. Okay, no preservative because the packaging for this is also patented. That's what I mean. Blue ocean strategy. We can be the first movers. Plus, now you know how to beautify your health from inside out. What about outside in, right? Amazing leading skincare, youth rejuvenation mask with Nobel, listen guys, Nobel Prize winning ingredient, the fullerene, like a huge free radical sponge to exalt all the free radicals to reduce oxidative stress, fine lines, and wrinkles. Resveratrol, which most people know as anti-aging properties, skin luminosity, etc. Hydration, even chamomile extract for calming inflamed skin. And I tell you, 10 people who use this, 10 people love it for its beautiful essential oil that's so calming. All of us need now to have a calm state of mind to think and be the best us. Beautiful. So now that you know that we have such amazing products that each of us will definitely need. Imagine if you can use this as an online business. We are a global platform. Like I told you, we have global presence in 12 different markets, okay? With one action, and all you need to do now is just one action of expanding your distribution chain. You have more than 6 ways of earning income, which I will briefly go through, right? Number one is there is an income. Number one, that's called no sponsoring needed, which means if you try the product, right, just as a consumer, there's even an opportunity to earn money as a consumer. Now, you know, the world revolves around points, whether it's mileage points, NTUC points, and you redeem cash, etc. It's the same thing. This amazing company also goes by points. Nothing new. I mean, there's nothing new to many of us. But as a consumer, right, you consume the product and you haven't even shared, you know, the product with anybody. If there's productivity in one organization that you have, you can still earn a 1%. Listen to this, 1% as a consumer. Wow, right? At the same time, and all you need to do to earn this income, I mean, you can check with the person who introduced you to this company, right? So we're leveraging a global economy, okay? Just by staying active of 50 CV or just one product of Jello, you really can start earning an income as a consumer. And then also the fourth way of earning income is, well, you know, we are paid weekly in point system, like I mentioned. As long as within 2 organizations, one organization, we call it the pairing, 300 points and above, okay? Every time you add 300 points and above on the lesser organization, you earn 10% net. So it's an amazing. So if you build more and more channels, each channel is linked to one another. Warren Buffett said this very clearly. If you cannot find an avenue or an income source that allows you to earn money while you're sleeping, the reality is we have to work till we die. And he also said this, right? If we are totally salary bound, if your only source of income is salary bound, you're one step towards poverty. And that cannot be more true in this pandemic. So if everybody is linked, like the chain of pearls, and all the productivity has got something to do with you. Can you imagine, like now, if I introduce somebody to it, well, nobody travels now, right, to Grab or whatever, then they accumulate points, only they get to benefit. But whomever I recommend and their expenditure or expenses or their purchasing has got everything to do with me, and I still get to earn not just points or redeem products, but earn money, 10%. It's crazy amazing, right? And it's also a global dividend. So there are different packages for you to try. And if you buy certain packages, you are able to get up to 5% of global dividend. How is this being calculated? Weekly. And the global sales is calculated weekly, and 2 to 3% are parked to one side for people who are pioneering, who want to join us as pioneers in this company. You get to enjoy a 2% monthly bonus. Isn't that highly rewarding? And in this 2 months, my organization, we did a sales amount, 2 months, a sales amount of more than $600,000 US. So I'm going to ask you a question. Is this real? I cannot tell you how motivating that figure is to anybody. 2 months, just my organization, $600,000 US worth of sales. This cannot be more real. So the income source is super amazing. There's lifestyle, there's a Porsche club. So it's super explosive because the products are super attractive and sexy. Okay, to find out more about this, right? Please take a note. Go back to the person who told you about this opportunity. But to summarize everything, we need to learn now to be smart, to leverage a global platform to earn money. Most people who want to do an e-commerce business must think, oh, what product should I carry? You know, what if people don't buy? I got to stock inventory. What is my capital like? What if I tell you this is an e-commerce website? You do not have to worry about the inventory or the logistics, a huge headache of your mind, because you can tap on $1 million inventory Uzesta helps to ship to 12 different markets door to door for free. Not even eBay gives you that. Okay. Globally, 12 markets free delivery. Okay. Payment solutions settled for you in and out. To receive payment from your consumers, because we're an e-commerce website, the consumers can pay and the company can pay out to you. So that part is totally solved, right? You have internationally certified nutritionists, example me. We have doctors who are on board, who can help you to guide you through the products or the needs of the people you want to share this opportunity or the products with. Wow, right? And then it's driven globally, locally, and online. And when the pandemic is offline as well, you can do it by Zoom, like how you're logging in today with WeChat, etc. Right? There are global events. We have amazing social media presence, and many of our One Global Elite initiatives have social media capabilities. And we even have a speakers academy. Riding on the trend of today's world, it's no longer about which celebrity. We are our own celebrity. So One Global Elite is here to help each one of us be the best you. We want to build people, and you know what? It's not about the company, it's about you. Like I said, this company is about you. So we want to build people to build you, to build your business, right? And therefore, we have a whole team, the whole corporate management team, customer support, training support, right? And therefore, what One Global is apart from Uzesta, One Global Elite is our organization, a whole group of professionals, by the way, professionals with a proven track record in this digital world, riding the global convergence, providing you education and training that no matter whom you are able to start this business pronto, because we provide you the complete business suite at your fingertips. If this doesn't wow you, because it wows me every time I say this, you know, you need to grab on this opportunity. Now, if you are just like worrying and all that, don't worry, because each of us, when we go into an opportunity, it doesn't end there. We all need to grow into the opportunity, and One Global Elite is there to grow with you in all 12 markets and growing. So the final words, I want to share with you all tonight are a few very simple words. One of my biggest takeaway during this very trying and challenging times for many people is this: be present. Understand what the world is coming to and where it's going. Be present. Be smart. Know when to pivot. Know when to diversify. Know when to grab the opportunity. Be kind. Be kind to the people around us to make the world a better place. But most importantly, be ready. Be ready to accept this beautiful challenge, because each one of us got your back. So this is Joanne signing off from beautiful Singapore. Good night.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free.